Hi, my friends. Welcome back to this corner of the internet where escapism is found through fragrance. I have a little bit of a different video for you today. I feel like I say that pretty often, but today is even more different than usual because I'm going to be commenting on Juan from the channel Huelememucho's choices of fragrances that really impacted his fragrance journey. I usually don't like to comment on other YouTubers' recommendations, but today is going to be a little bit different because Juan has actually given me permission to do so. Juan, for the most part, has really great taste in fragrances, and I do recommend that you check out his channel. But let's see what he has in store for us. I have my cup of tea here, and I'm going to look at his choices and let you know what my opinion is. So let's see what Juan has to say.
Hi Sam, hi everyone, thank you for inviting me today to your channel. I am a great fan and I came to your channel because of my friend Mariano that told me that I had to watch you, and he was indeed right. So Mariano, look where I am. So today we're going to be doing a list of 6 fragrances that have been groundbreaking for me in the niche world. There are a lot of fragrances that have been groundbreaking for me, but I'm going to show you today 6 plus 1, and I'm going to explain why they have been groundbreaking for me. So let's start. The first fragrance we're going to be talking about today is Escentric Molecule 01. This was the first niche fragrance that I ever bought, and it's a fragrance that is just ISO Super E, which is synthetic molecule, and it enhances scent. So this was the first one I bought in 2006, and it really blew my mind because I discovered a new world, and it's a fragrance that still today, it's a fragrance that I keep on buying. This is my 3rd, 4th bottle, and I keep on buying it because you can use it for yourself, because it enhances your natural scent on a clean way. And it also, you can use it for layering, and you can enhance any other fragrance. This was just groundbreaking for me because it opened my eyes to the niche world.
Okay, so Molecule 1 is actually a fragrance that I have myself, and I enjoy the whole Molecule range. So I will say that this is actually, for me, it was very impactful as well. It was when I really got into layering, when I discovered the Molecule fragrances, and I'm a big fan of Xerjoff, so.
The second fragrance that I'm going to show you today is Musc Ravageur. Musc Ravageur is from Frederic Malle, and this is a fragrance that is true love for me. It is my first animalic fragrance, and it was a huge surprise for me because of that. I had never smelled a fragrance that smelled so animalic, because it's vanilla, tonka, labdanum with castoreum and musk. And it's a fragrance that smells clean, elegant, and sexy, but sexy in a very noticeable way. And this blew my mind in a way. It was groundbreaking because I discovered that there was a world of animalic fragrances that were in the niche world, and this one was the one that opened the door into that world for me. It is just so good, still love for me. You see, this one, it's not empty, it is just full of memories.
Not empty, just full of memories. I love that. Musc Ravageur is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best Frederic Malle fragrances. And I've spoken about the dupe for it from L'Herbolario because I don't wear Musc Ravageur myself. I actually got that dupe for my other half. But I am a fan of this fragrance, and I particularly love this one on the fellas. So love this choice.
Well, number 3 is Kobe by Xerjoff. This is a fragrance that blew my mind in a completely different way. This is a fragrance that is super simple note-wise because it's got neroli and it's got oud, and that's it. And it's a bright, powerful, one of the best nerolis ever. And you have the oud in the back that pushes the mix and makes it unstoppable. This is one of the sexiest fragrances ever, and it blew my mind because I discovered that you could wear a citric fragrance day and night. This is one of the most dangerous fragrances to go out at night ever. Ever. Let me say it again, ever. It is incredible. And this is a groundbreaking experience for me, for showing that there were fragrances out there that no matter the notes you could use in the unexpected. So this opened the world to me that to try doing experiments and using things, fragrances in places that I was not expecting. That's what Kobe did for me.
Okay, Kobe by Xerjoff. This one I actually really like. I have been on such an orange blossom kick lately that I have just been like spraying all kinds of orange blossom fragrances, and Kobe is amongst the best. The only reason why I don't own Kobe is because I prefer this one on gentlemen as well. It is a unisex fragrance, but there's just something about it that I would rather smell on somebody else versus on myself. But beautiful choice, Juan. Damn it.
Number four is Safari by Abdul al Qurashi. Safari is an attar. It's my first attar. An attar oil is just a pure perfume that you put a drop of this on your pulsing points, on your wrists, or here behind your ears, on your arteries, so you can pump the scent. And this is a fragrance. This was my first attar, and this is what opened my eyes. It was like, whoa, what is this? This is a fragrance that is called White Flowers, Ilang Ilang. This one is called a lot of oud. It's got a little bit of incense. It's sexy, it's attractive, completely unisex, and one of the sexiest fragrances ever. And I discovered this was groundbreaking because I never bought any attars. This one was the first one, and it's one that you get a million compliments with it. I've got a lot of friends that have it. There's a lot, for me this is a unisex fragrance. I think that many women are going to like it more than men, but make no mistake, you wear this and you are going to be blown away. This is something magical and I love it.
Okay, interesting. Safari by Abdul al Qurashi. I've tried the actual perfume Safari, not the attar, so I can't really speak on this oil, but I did like Safari. I didn't like it for myself though. I don't remember exactly why, but I know that Safari is quite popular. I need to go and try that attar because if he's telling me that it's so amazingly sexy, obviously I need to try it.
Well, the next fragrance we're going to be talking about today is Warda al Oud by Xerjoff. And this is a fragrance that has been loved for me, and this is groundbreaking because it really blew my mind. This is the second attar that I ever bought, and this is a fragrance that showed me not to have preconceived ideas of things, because I didn't like, back in the day I thought that roses were not for me. I didn't like white flowers because I didn't see myself wearing them. And I didn't like oud because I thought that the commercial oud, the one that I had access to, was not that good on my skin. So I was on my honeymoon, and then I tried this with my wife in Rome, and this is a fragrance that is called Cambodian oud, rose, and white flowers, and trust me, one of the best fragrances ever, one of my top 10 fragrances of all time. This is love for me, and it taught me to just open my eyes, because life was full of surprises, and do not have preconceived ideas. Now I am an oud lover. I love roses, and white flowers are in my radar all the time. So this is Warda al Oud, and this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time.
Warda al Oud, again from Xerjoff. So Juan, you're a Xerjoff fan, huh? I don't blame you, so am I. The attars by Xerjoff are magnificent. I don't recall my exact thoughts on this one, but if you're saying white florals mixed with oud, yeah, that sounds pretty amazing. I actually really enjoy white florals on men. I feel like more men should be wearing floral fragrances, and yeah, let's change that.
Well, and number six is Mysterious Oud by Bortnikoff. This is a fragrance that came out a long time ago, and it really surprised me. I had been studying oud. I went into very deep into learning about oud, the Aquilaria tree, the countries, the evolution, the whatever, how it was made, and I was very much into this. And then Bortnikoff came out and said, okay, I have my own collection. He has his own oud collection. It's called Feel Oud, and he came out with his own brand, and this was from his first collection. And Mysterious Oud is a dark, dark fragrance that is completely groundbreaking. It's a fragrance that is mysterious. It's leathery, but it's at the same time is Maroque kind of oud. It really is wet. It's dark. It changed from anything I had ever smelled. This was what opened my eyes to a completely new world of fragrances with pure oud, with a real deal, with a clear, interesting stuff. So once you get to try this, then suddenly when you smell other ouds, suddenly you realize that but it is incredible when you can perceive something like this, when you can smell something like this, and it opens your eyes, it opens your heart, it opens your spirit, it opens your everything. And that is why this one is so fantastic. This is Mysterious Oud by Bortnikoff.
Okay, Bortnikoff, now we're talking. I tried these fragrances when I was in Dubai, and all of them are the real deal. As he's saying with oud, those are the real deal. I didn't have the full collection available to me, so I didn't make any purchase because obviously I need to try the full line to pick my favorite. But I'm pretty envious of that Mysterious Oud, and it's called Mysterious Oud. Like, I need to try that one.
Well, and number 7, which is groundbreaking, but I didn't want to. It's more than a fragrance. This is an oud. This is just pure oud, and I'm going to show you here one that is my favorite oud of all time. This is Sri Lankan oud. I've got plenty of Sri Lankan oud, and Sri Lankan oud smells different from all other ouds because it smells cerealic. It smells the sun in the air. It smells a bit like sea around, and it's green. And why it is groundbreaking for me? Because this, which is called Surinanka Naya, I think this one is no longer on sale, but it doesn't matter. You look for other Sri Lankan ouds. And this is, the Sri Lankan oud is my favorite because this is a fragrance that stops my heart. And it truly stops my heart because I smell this and my heart opens and I feel vulnerable, I feel happy, and I feel like as if I was smelling my first love again. It's like when you were young and your first love and you're like vulnerable and it's like wow, and you have these butterflies on your stomach. This is what I get with this one. So this is why this one is groundbreaking for me. It's not a fragrance per se, it's not a brand or whatever. This one in this case, yes, it's Ensar oud, but any Sri Lankan oud, or at least the good Sri Lankan oud, it's mostly all of them make this explosion of love and vulnerability on my heart. So this is something that I really love and something that is really close to my heart.
Okay, so Ensar Oud, this is a house that I have been dying to try. There's some amazing niche reviewers on YouTube that have spoken about this house, Juan being one of them, and I can't even imagine, folks. I can't even imagine. It's quite pricey though, and I could not find a way to smell these in person, so you kind of need to think about that. But I love Juan's enthusiasm about this fragrance and his descriptions and his whole connection between the fragrance and his heart. It's what this hobby is all about, isn't it?
Well, Sam, these are my 6+1. I hope that you've liked them. And well, thank you all very much for watching. And if you don't, please follow Sam on her channel, follow me on my channel. And I look very much forward to seeing your next videos here or at Huelememucho. Talk to you soon. Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Adios, adios.
Yay! Okay, so Juan, thank you so much for letting me comment on your choices and rate your choices. I actually haven't rated them, but I would say the ones that I've heard, they're up there. They're amongst the best fragrances out there, and you absolutely know your stuff. So I do recommend that all of you check out Juan's channel. Clearly this guy has incredible taste. And he's also commented on my choices. I've given him 6 choices of fragrances that I love and that kind of show my personality and what my taste is in fragrance. And I hope that you check that out over on his channel. So thank you so much. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please let me know. I will always try to get permission of whoever it is that I'm roasting. But Juan, the first guy, is actually, you know, incredible. His taste is just spot on. So thank you so much again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Are you crazy? You gonna do that?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Why?
Fuck.